playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he goes out right around the 39. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Give. This is Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down. Cook taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Cook again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On third down, Hamilton forced out to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A first carry for Najee Harris. And 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Kennedy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 38. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Allen off the bootleg. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Hamilton. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a first down carry for Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen going to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. The big fella. 30. Past the 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Holmes returning from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe they'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for
Throwing on first down is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kennedy.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
10 yards. It's second and inches at the Texans' 47-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Behind the line is Kirby. Almost 2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
On first down, Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He finds his man complete. It's Kennedy.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Allen. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Hamilton. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hamilton. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense.
And he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hamilton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Kennedy. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Alert! Moore, the man in motion. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Harris going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Now 3rd and goal.
Regular. Middle. Hey, tight.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
George Pickens
From 3 yards out.
And the Colts are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the counter with Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston.
Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Moore, the man in motion. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now, partner, in your day, you've seen a lot of option football. Did you ever expect to see this much in the NFL?
No, I saw it a lot at the college level when I saw it. They like to run it specifically around the goal line. Can be a good spot for it.
And defensive coaches hate seeing it because there's so many assignments that go into stopping it. They did on that play. They tried to keep it and pitch it out to the back trailing, and they stacked it up.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second down, it's Cook again. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. There, the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing is Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. On play action, Allen.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game?